J.K. Rowling prefers prison to affirming transformer women are women. All right. Best-selling author, she's known for Harry Potter. She says that she'd rather go to prison for 2 years than say transformer women are women. Rowling wrote on X last week about her beliefs, posting a picture of a message projected on the exterior wall of a building that read, "Repeat after us. Transformer women are women." Rowling shared the photo with a caption that said, "No." She just woke up and chose violence.
Like, I'm good.
Hoping for the library, obviously, but I think I could do okay in the kitchens. Laundry might be a problem. I have a tendency to shrink stuff, turn it pink accidentally, guessing that won't be a major issue if it's mostly scrubs and sheets, though. In response, musician Scott Spalding replied to Rowling's post with the comment, "Vote Labor, get a 2-year stretch." Wow. According to the Christian Post, Spalding was referring to the UK's Labour Party consideration of classifying misgendering or using pronouns that match a person's sex, but not their self-declared chosen sex. This is exactly what Jordan Peterson railed against.
Yuck.
It's exactly what Jordan Peterson railed against, and y'all thought he was out of his mind when he went viral initially for this, and apparently this is a real thing that they're proposing.
Kind of crazy that ARC was in London then.
Oh, yeah, I think that was on purpose.
That's crazy.
I think that was on purpose.
That's so smart.
Yeah. Using pronouns that match a person's sex, but not their self-declared gender. An aggravated offense?
Aggravated?
An aggravated offense, bro? That comes with prison sentence of up to 2 years. Rowling, however, said she would be happily to do 2 years. If she went to jail for this, she would be the biggest martyr.
Does she live in the UK?
Yeah. Oh. She would be the biggest martyr ever for this. This would backfire in everybody's faces because now this would be spearheaded in, it's already in the public consciousness. We're really in the public consciousness. And I think this would be a W.
Just the trial alone on some
yeah.
Amber Heard vibes.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
criminal trial.
Wow. Rowling, however, said that she would happily do 2 years if the alternative is compelled speech and forced denial of the reality of importance in sex. Bring on the court case, I say. It will be more fun than I've ever had on a red carpet. Rowling continued jokingly commenting about a possible jail sentence, including how she'd fare behind bars. "See you on the inside. I quite fancy the kitchens." She said she was hoping for the library. Obviously, laundry might be a problem, so this is her just kind of trolling.
Yeah.
This isn't the first time Rowling has expressed her beliefs about Transformers. Sex is real and has lived consequences, she said. If sex isn't real, there's no same-sex attraction.
Oops.
This reminds me of Dave Chappelle's bit.
Yeah.
LGTV car and how the gays are steering it and the lesbians are in the right seat, and then the Transformers, nobody really likes the Transformers. and this is a good point, right? If sex isn't real, the lived reality of women globally is erased. I know and love Transformers, but erasing the concept of sex removes the ability of many discussions to discuss their lives meaningfully. It isn't hate to speak the truth. The UK is under Conservative Party rule, but Parliament is slated to have another general election by the end of 2024 or early 2025. Wow. If this happened, I think it would be a massive victory. If she actually went to jail because of this law.
Even if she went to court, if she went to trial.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Well, yes, the court would be amazing. But if she actually if she got found guilty, bro, that'd be amazing.
I don't think anyone's being found guilty on these.
You don't think so?
No, because I think it's all going to be like they just want to put things in place so that people are too scared to go to prison. But but J.K. Rowling
don't give a crap.
Yeah, and it's like, all right, then I'll go to court. They're gonna be like, well, we can't actually convict her.
Yeah.
And put her in prison. That's kind of a bad look.
I think if they put her in prison, that would be amazing. So here's the thing. My synopsis. You could identify as whatever you want to identify as. Okay. The difference, though, is that I don't have to engage in your delusion. I could respect your choice, right? I mean, listen. In the church, we got some delusion.
A little bit.
We got women who think they're born again virgins.
Oops.
God didn't give you your hymen back. But if you want to identify as a born-again virgin, who am I? Right? I am just not going to entertain the delusion. And if somebody comes to me and is trying to do their cognizance work about a lady who is identifying as a born, I'm going to have to tell them the truth. I can't entertain the delusion. right?
She might think she's a born again virgin, but she knows what she's doing on your wedding night.
Yeah, you know, he gonna be shocked. He go in on a wedding night and is like, whoa.
You're gonna be the only one confused.
So I know I'm being a little crass, but I would just say people can identify as whatever they want to identify. People can feel however they want to feel. The issue is when we now have to play along and we now have to act like reality isn't reality and facts aren't facts, right? And I'm using the sex thing as a hyperbolic example, but it is a real thing, right?
Yeah.
Like there is a real consensus around people that they think they could trick off their 20s and then settle down in their 30s and there's no consequences. I got to tell y'all the truth. I got to tell Christians the truth. That's not possible.
Yeah.
You trick off your 20s, you're going to have real issues in your 30s. You're going to have real issues when you do get married. You're going to have real issues if you run up your body count. Now it's different if you've been trafficked or something like that, right? SA, that's different. But I'm saying, generally speaking, if you are just living your life in a fast lane in your 20s, that will come with consequences, even for Christians. So I as someone that is responsible for attempting to speak to people, I have to be honest with people and tell them exactly what's happening. And if I don't, then I'm going to have to give an account. And so in the same way, you can identify and say whatever you want. And I've had people all kinds of folks in the church, outside of the church, think that they could do things in a vacuum and it's not going to impact the rest of your life. That's not how life works. In the same way, if you are living your life and you want to identify as an underwater submarine, you want to identify as a furry and dress up as a cat, like, I don't care. You just can't force and compel speech to accommodate that. Now, if somebody wants to play along because they think they're being polite, like, cool. I may even call you by your preferred name. Well, I might play along with you to be polite, right? To not kill the vibe
Well, especially if you only know one name. Hi, I'm Rachel. Hi, Rachel.
Hey, Rachel.
It's good. It's good to meet you.
Good to meet you, Rachel. Right? That's it.
Rachel got a better beard than me.
Rachel got, she did the Adam's apple.
All right.
All right, Rachel. I think when you start saying, like, it's what do they call it? Aggravated
offense.
Or aggravated offense. Come on, now. We got to stop. We got to do better. We see, according to the Bible, that prayer is extremely important in terms of us being transformed from the inside out when we get aligned with God's will. For the Christians watching this channel, I want you guys to implement these spiritual disciplines in your day-to-day life. And the only way I've been able to do this consistently is through writing down my prayers in a prayer journal that does a few things. One, it allows me to reflect and come to God humbly and ask Him to move on my behalf. And two, it allows me to document my prayers, which ultimately help me remember the very things that I was praying for and see the hand of God tangibly in my life when He answers them. So I would urge you, consider writing down your prayers. It could be in a blank notebook. It could even be on your phone. Or you could check out the one I personally designed and used from my own quiet time and spiritual discipline that I think will be a huge blessing. It's the exact structure and system that I've used for years to pray and be more consistent in my spiritual disciplines. You can pick yours up today by clicking the link in the pinned comment below. All right, I'll see you over there. Peace.